So recently, President Obama coined the term Romnesia as a way of making fun of Mitt Romney. And if you don't follow American politics or you live in another country, essentially it was poking fun at the fact that Mitt Romney has a long history of constantly changing and adapting his opinions to pander to the lowest common denominator of the current voting bloc. You know, that's just how he does it. And he's very good at it because he does get votes. He's a successful politician. Now, I'm not going to be attacking Romney in this video, which is probably strange since the internet tends to be really liberal. So when you see a video about politics, it's a safe bet that they're going to be attacking Romney. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I loathe all this President Obama bullshit, one-word, content-free, dumbed-down policy-type message. All the shit that he's done with his hope and change in 2008 and his Romnesia now, and there's sure to be another little quote out there, and it's not just selective to him. I mean, lots of politicians have done things like that, but he's the current president, so it seems fair to pick on him a little bit. Now, I was going to make a video about this whole Romnesia thing called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and try and pick out something good about it, but I just couldn't do it, so I guess it'll just have to be the bad, the worse, and the ugly, because I tried to think of a positive impact of this Romnesia attack campaign, I guess would be a fair way to describe it. And the only positive thing that I could garner from it is that, hey, maybe this will make people change their positions on Mitt Romney. Maybe it will make them, you know, figure it out, and they'll say, hey, this guy is a liar. This guy's changed his positions all over and over. Maybe I'll change my vote. You know, that hashtag on Twitter changed my mind. And, you know, that sounds like it makes sense. Like, you can bullshit someone if they're not willing to think, but that's not true. Nobody's changing their ideas based on a one-word quip from the current president. You know, that's ridiculous. Nobody's watching Fox News as a die-hard Republican, lifelong, 65-year-old man and saying, Romnesia, well, now that I think about it, he's right. You know, like that just doesn't happen. So even then, couldn't really give that the badge of good, because it's not really spreading information as much as diluting public discourse and forcing people to try and decide and decipher which politician they prefer when they only use buzzwords and little, you know, vague attacks on the other one that never really specify their own opinions. They're all just trying to hedge their own bets. Now, going from the bad to the worse, it's even worse because it doesn't offer a solution. It just points out that Romney sucks. Yeah, Romney sucks. I agree, but what are you going to do to fix it? Nothing? Exactly. You're not going to do anything. It doesn't do anything but drive a wedge between the voting bloc, you know? It doesn't make people change their minds. It doesn't make people more willing to engage in open discourse about their beliefs. It makes people less inclined to do that because you take the public discourse and you immediately force it into the realm of name-calling. It's pretty stupid, you know? And that's what the politicians, they want to do. They want to make us so focused on how different we are from each other that we won't notice that they're all in their own little clubhouse screwing us over at every turn. And that's exactly what it is. They're in the club and we're not, and they're laughing their asses off in that little secret clubhouse about how they're convincing us all to be angry at each other over non-issues like, oh yeah, let's argue about abortion and gays, you know? That's the whole point of it. And I guess the ugly of it would be it shows just how shitty our political system is, you know? At least in 2008, when Obama was saying his hope and his change bullshit, you know, at least then, hope and change. Those are good things. Hope, yay. Change, all right. Maybe, you know, some change is shitty. But those are both, you know, positive things that he was trying to promote. And now, with this Romnesia thing, it's like he's not even trying to be positive anymore. You know, it's not even like he's trying to show us how he's the better politician. It's like he's trying to show us how Mitt Romney is the worst politician, you know? It's a cool guy contest is what it is, you know? The way I see it is it's like President Obama is the cool kid in his clique, you know, and all of his supporters are gathered around him, and he makes a joke at Mitt Romney's expense, and they're all high-fiving each other and laughing and saying like, oh yeah, we're on the right side of this, we're on the right side of this, we can all high-five each other and just really enjoy the circular reasoning and just, yay, we're better than the conservatives. And it doesn't do anything to conservatives but piss them off. You know, it doesn't make them want to talk to liberals. It just makes them think, oh, liberals are just going to be name callers. Why would I want to engage in a conversation with them? Not to say that conservatives don't call liberals names. They do. This is just catered to this example. Additionally, it's just frustrating. It's just a whole frustrating series of shit, I guess, that we have to wade through. I don't understand it, and I've been thinking, trying to discern what causes this kind of thing and what makes it so that politicians are, you know, so much more successful by pandering to the lowest common denominator and trying to be simple And really, there's no complex answer to this. This is a successful way to run campaigns because people as a whole are intellectually lazy and they're not too bright. They don't care enough to research things and to try and figure it out on their own. They just want to be spoon-fed, and if a happy little spoon-fed message if it tastes nice and it goes down sweet, then it's just way easier to do than having to get online or go to a library and open books, God forbid, and try and garner some knowledge about the reality of the situation. So really, you can't get mad at politicians that much. You can, because they're assholes largely, but at the same time, you have to realize they're there because the voting bloc is ridiculous. They don't know what they want. They're fickle and largely stupid. So that's all I have to say about it. I don't care for the whole Romnesia thing, and I can't wait for the next little one-word quip to come out for me to bitch about. Anywho, hope you enjoyed, and leave your comment below and tell me how you feel. Love you.